was somehow a vindication of their long-running grievance, and that the same was made in a desperate attempt to keep them in the coalition. Nothing could be further from the truth. We still hold that NASA is the past. To further demonstrate this point, the National Executive Committee of ODM has today resolved to formally exit the NASA coalition. The NEC has further deliberated on the future of the party and its need to make new friends. We intend to embark on a program to build new partnerships and extend the ongoing talks with our potential partners to the grassroots. To this end, regional meetings and engagements have been planned with like-minded parties, and the schedule for this will be shared in due course. That is the end of the statement, and we will take questions from you. Yes.
My name is Emmanuel from KTN News. When are you going to write to the political parties registrar on the statement that you issued?
Yeah, the resolution has just been made. It is still fresh. So just relax. In the course of the coming few days, there will be communication to that effect. Another question?
You said new alliances. Who are these maybe new parties you're looking at? Because I think yesterday you just mentioned that what Kalonzo said is this wasn't a divorce, it was a renegotiation. So probably your parties meeting somewhere?
I think the plan remains that of God. Where our paths will cross or whether they will cross again is not something I can speak to. But for us as a party, we are saying it is now time for us to look to the future, to start discussions with potential new partners, to build a new movement that is going to be providing solutions to the problems that face our people as a country.
That includes the Wiper Democratic Movement, ANC, and any other party that was in the formerly NASA coalition?
Yeah, I'm saying that for now, NASA is the past for us. We would like to formally end this arrangement and for us to be allowed to pursue relationships with other people. I do not understand why the media likes to saddle us with certain specific people. Kennedy Mureithi, please allow us as ODM to be free to talk to any other person out there, because as you know, there are almost 100 registered political parties in this country. And we intend to pursue dialogue with everyone who wants to work with us in order to see this new dream that we have come to fruition.
So His Excellency Raila Odinga was not under duress when he was agreeing to give them a share of this money?
No, the duress is a making of the media again, because for us it was an ex gratia payment made in consideration of our long-standing friendships. It was not based on any legal basis because, as we have explained time and again, the only shareable money was the money that was attributed to the presidential vote, which the registrar made clear that is not coming to us because the election was nullified by the courts.
There's an article that has been quoted, and that is Article 131 of the coalition agreement, and that is what Kalonzo has been insisting he used when he was going to speak to Raila Odinga when he agreed to give this money.
First, there is no Article 131 in the NASA coalition. I know it from front to end. The clause that the NASA partners were relying on is Article 13.1. 13.1 provides that money shall be shared on the basis of the partners' contribution to the strength of the coalition. And if you just go back one clause up, there was a requirement that we undertake joint nominations so that you can rightfully say that these coalition partners were, for instance, we had a coalition candidate contributed to the strength of the coalition in the House. So I think this needs to be very clear that having failed or refused to participate in joint nominations, you cannot say you contributed to the strength of the coalition. For instance, the coalition lost Langata because they refused to have joint nominations. The coalition would have been stronger if we had won Langata, if we had won Lamu West, and many other seats across the country. Yeah, and even the senatorial in Nairobi. So please allow other media houses to also ask a question.
There's a question here on the issue of the coalition. That's NASA. Both Wiper and ANC have said the reasons why they wanted to pull out and they are pulling out is because of mistrust. You're talking of a new venture, and you might include any of them. Now that they have mentioned you as they do not trust you, would you include them?
I think the question of mistrust has been addressed repeatedly. We have said we agree there is mistrust in the coalition. The only point of departure is where the mistrust came in and who caused it. Because as for ODM, the mistrust began when we were going to swear in Raila Odinga at Uhuru Park. How can you be trusted coalition partners when we are going to war, we are counting and we are saying we have 4 soldiers behind us, and when we turn back, we don't see anyone? That is where the mistrust began. The mistrust was further exacerbated by the fact that when we go to by-elections in places like Kibra, which is an acknowledged bedroom of ODM, our partners decide that they are the ones who are going to help the common enemy to access our regions. So that is where the mistrust is, and for us we are saying, please, even you in the media, please allow ODM to look to the future. Now that we have also formally resolved to exit NASA, please allow us to focus on the future of this party. Is there any other question that has nothing to do with NASA?
Yes.
I think that is where we will end it. We have
Just one minute.
There is also this
Let-
statement that
Just a
has been
minute.
made
Just a
Kennedy,
minute, Uridi.
please allow other media.
Uridi,
also
you
ask
know,
questions.
I wanted to be very clear on this issue of funding. Please give me time. Because you media keep on misreporting it. Get to understand how political parties' funds is shared. It is very clear in the law. Once a party qualifies, which in this case is only Jubilee and ODM, how then do you allocate money to ODM? You add all the votes garnered by all MCA candidates in the last election. Votes garnered. You add all the votes of members of parliament, those who contested, not that just members of parliament in parliament. All the votes, including Sifuna's votes in Nairobi, is added for ODM. Then you add all the votes of gubernatorial candidates. Parliament, I have included National Assembly and the Senate. And you add the presidential vote. In our case, the presidential vote is not counted because the registrar, through the advice of the Attorney General, said we could not use the results of August 8, 2017, that we use the repeat election of 26th October, where ODM did not participate. Now, if you add the votes of ODM candidates, where we competed even with our coalition partners, they even reduced our votes. Because, for example, if you take my case, my closest competitor was a Ford Kenya candidate who garnered 16,000 plus. I got 21,000. The only vote that ODM is using to get their money is 21,000. Now you again come and you want to share the money that we are getting as a result of our candidates, where you participated even in reducing the shareable revenue. It is not fair. Yeah. And this we have said severally. So what we have done as a party, and under the guidance and advice of the party leader, is to be magnanimous, to be generous to our friends with whom we have worked with, some of them from 2013 to date. It has nothing to do with liability. We are not liable, but we will give them that contribution, that ex gratia payment which the party leader accepted. Finally, on the issue of elections, and the SG has put it, we are doing party elections, staggered grassroots election. We have started with Upper Eastern. We've done 5 counties.
Yes.
And we are going on. So it is election. I see media reporting harmonization, what. Please don't give it other names. This is an election. Thank you very much. I don't think there is any other question.
There's lunch.
explained very well. But now the question is,
Ready.
are you
Lunch is ready.
you have said expression. Have you given them money because you want to work with them again?
No. We have given the money. No.
That question has
it's your
been
question.
answered.
I've answered it.
The microphone.
That question has been
I've
answered.
answered the question. This payment is an ex gratia payment.
It is in the statement.
It is not our interest. How, if we wanted to keep them, why have we resolved to exit ourselves? It doesn't matter. It's a favor.
It's generosity.
It's a way we want to do you a favor and buy you lunch. We are not required. It's okay.
You've explained it.